this morning I'm going to take you around the safety kit on the boat, where it is, how we use it, and what we get scrutineered for before the race. And the interesting thing about Class Mini is they not only check that your equipment is on board and working, but they also check where it is and that you could use it in an emergency. So we'll start off just by looking at the EPIRB over there. So I've got two EPIRBs. I've got a boat one, which is the McMurdo Smart Find, which I just had serviced. It must have a battery life of 48 hours, and the interesting thing that gets checked here is it must be within hands which reach from the hatch. And hanging off that, I've got my PLB, which is registered, and the number to call for that is actually the race director of the course. So if I let that go, he's the first person to find out, because of course he's the first person who's going to be able to direct a boat to me. And that just goes in my pocket or on my life jacket when I go out on deck. Obviously your PLB is your last port of call. The best idea is to stay on the boat, and so my harness line is just hanging up here. Now, the interesting thing about Class Mini is that they request that on one end of your harness line you have a snap shackle like this. Now the reason for that is if this is clipped onto my body and I'm being dragged along in the water, I can actually release it. But obviously the standard clips that you get on lifelines, in order to release this, because of the shape of it, you actually have to be able to physically push it away from you in order to undo the hook bit, which if you're being dragged along behind a boat probably wouldn't be so easy. Over here I've got my life jacket hanging up. So my life jacket is checked to make sure that it's in date. It's easy to see on this one because we can see through the window. And also I need to carry a spare arming kit for it. My first aid kit, I've got two, and they're both checked by the course doctor. You can see they're both in really sturdy waterproof containers. So I've got a bigger one which has things like splints, bandages, burn dressings in it. And then sort of my day-to-day one is this one here, and that's got all the pills and lotions that I might need. And just behind there you can see there's a quick easy guide for me, so what the problem is, what I need to take and how many I need to take. Now our main emergency kit is contained in this pack here, which is sealed by our scrutineer at the beginning of the trip. So this will contain flares, emergency food, fishing kit, signalling mirror, and these packs must have our name on them so that if somebody finds them they can identify. Retroreflective tape so we can find it in the dark. And then another interesting feature, they must have 4 meters of rope with a clip on the end, so that if we have to go over the side or we have to go into a life raft or any reason like that, we could actually just clip this to us and leave it to float around behind us, so we could have it attached to us but we don't actually physically have to be holding onto it all the time. And the same for our survival water. So the survival water is a 10-litre jerry can which is filled with 9 litres of water so it will float. Retroreflective tape, a line with a clip, and that is also sealed at the beginning of the race. Underneath here, the life raft. So the life raft has been sealed in place so that we can't stack it, but we have to be tested to show that we can launch the life raft within 15 seconds. Now there's two ways of launching the life raft, either inside, so if we're going to launch it from inside then we dive up this tunnel here, pull the yellow strings on each side and they open the flap at the end, release the snap shackle which is just on the left of the life raft there, push the life raft and out it goes. Or if we're doing it from outside,
we open the hatch from outside, pull a string which is attached to the snap shackle, and pull the life raft out that way.
We carry a fire extinguisher, which again must be in easy reach of the hatch, so we can grab it from outside, and a fire blanket too. Outside the boat we've got a horseshoe life buoy, which obviously is for rescuing somebody else, not for us, with a light and a drogue, and this is all attached to our Dan buoy. Now the idea with this is they're attached by a floating line, so we could throw both items over the side, and if there was somebody in the water who needed to grab hold of them, all they need to do is position themselves between the Dan buoy and the life buoy, which will blow down towards them, and they could just grab the line instead of going for one thing. Quick look over the back, and you can see the exit for the life raft there. And then finally we've got our tracker. So the tracker has 2 buttons on it. This black button here we press to indicate to the committee we have a problem but we're not in trouble. And then this one here is our emergency button. Come and get us. We give up racing. It's time to go home.